What up though? All right, so we are going to compare something that has been talked about on TikTok for quite some time. It is Yada by Lattafa versus Qissa Pink by Paris Corner. A lot of talk about these two. Everyone's like, ooh, strawberry milkshake, but I'm gonna tell you if the strawberry is shaking, okay? So if you're new here, hey, I'm Chi Chi and I talk about all things lavish but logical. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead, subscribe, make some friends in the comment section, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, that's how I heard about these two fragrances, but I actually bought Qissa Pink first because everyone was saying that Yada is good, but she doesn't have lasting power, and this is a better, stronger, faster version of Yada. So what should I talk about first? Chicken or the egg? Let's go with Qissa Pink because that's the one I got first. So Qissa Pink, this is from Paris Corner. Both of these are Middle Eastern fragrances, and I picked this up a few weeks ago, as you guys saw. So Qissa Pink, I guess my mindset was, if everyone's saying that, you know, Yada is the light one, just go for the gusto with Qissa. So my first impression of Qissa was not the greatest. I said it smells like applesauce blended with coconut water. And y'all already know coconut water is not the tastiest thing on this planet, okay? Coconut water? Questionable, but I still get that. I still get a really good dose of a red apple. Peel the skin off, put it in the blender, and add coconut water. That's what I get on my skin. And honestly, I am just not a fan of it. It's just not my scent profile. Okay, it's not my scent profile. So I have to think of this objectively. Who is this actually for? Honestly, I feel like this is a young woman, you know, of her 20s, possibly even teens, like late teens. Definitely in high school. She's getting into the hair, getting into the makeup, and wants to smell like still cute and pretty. Like, I get why this is like, oh, she's cute. This is for the pretty girls. It definitely is. I am just not one of those girls. It's just, I'm outside of this demographic. I know there are older women who are within my demographic who do like this, but I think I would have liked this more if I were younger. And I try not to put age on fragrances, but there's just certain things like I just don't want to smell like. Now, the thing that really drove both of these fragrances was like, oh my God, it smells like a strawberry milkshake. Bitch, where? There is no strawberry in either one of these fragrances. So I don't understand where everyone is getting this strawberry milkshake comparison and analysis of. But the notes of Qissa Pink are at the top, apple and coconut, middle of violet, jasmine, and rose, with base notes of cedarwood, sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, and sugar. Like, I get the crispness of the fruits, which is cool. I get the creaminess of that sandalwood. Is it edible? Nah, it's definitely not edible. I can see the appeal of this fragrance because I'm just like, I get it, but I know it's not for me. I'm just not this kind of girl. So I got Qissa Pink first, and a couple of y'all commented like, girl, based on your first impression, if you don't like Qissa, you not gonna like Yada. So I was like, oh, shit. Like, what does one do? Because I already ordered her. Real talk, I ain't have any interest in either one of them. But the two of you who asked about I'm a woman for the people, okay? So I got Yada and I was like, all right, cool. Yada is by Lattafa. And so far, Lattafa has been impressing me with their fragrances. So I was not in the biggest like rush to try this one, just based off the feedback I was getting from you guys. So I was like, oh damn, I don't even know. But actually did kind of vibe with Yara. I was like, okay, out of the two, I'm feeling Yara a little bit more. The one thing I don't like about Yara is this bottle. Can we talk about this bottle? This bottle is so bulky and plasticky. I think that's why I really didn't want to try this out, because I was just like, I don't like the look of this bottle. It feels cheap. I don't like when things look cheap. That's just not my ministry. So like, I think the bottle is really what like got me like, I don't know about this, y'all. But again, with Yara, everyone was like, oh, strawberry milkshake, strawberry milkshake. So I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do strawberry milkshake, it's gonna be creamy, it's gonna be strawberry. Again, a fragrance that does not have strawberry in it. So I was just like, where are you guys getting this fragrance? This pulled a lot more muskier and cleaner on my skin than Qissa. Qissa definitely, for me, is more fruit dominant, whereas this one is more musk dominant, which I prefer. If you gonna put fruity or musky in front of me, I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna choose musky, because it just works with my body chemistry 9 times out of 10. But in Yara, we have top notes of orchid, heliotrope, and tangerine. Middle notes of gourmand accords and tropical fruits, with base notes of vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. You give me a vanilla, musk, sandalwood base, and I'm in there. I'm in there like swimwear. It's like, okay, we can do something with that. But again, strawberry where? Like, I don't understand where people are getting strawberry from, because she is not present at all. Not an artificial strawberry, not a realistic strawberry, a stand-in strawberry, raspberry. No, it's just, I don't get strawberry at all. So if you think that this is going to be strawberry leaning, I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't. It ain't in the slightest bit. Is it slightly sweet? Just a hair, a little stevia, you know, just a little sweetener. And I think that's why I actually do like Yara, because Yara isn't super, super sweet or super, super like fruity. So I dig her for that. But overall, I'm just like, okay, like she a little cute. Again, I do find that I try not to age it, but I do feel like this is better suited for the younger crowd. You know, it's just, it's just not me. So speaking on longevity, I do have to agree that Yara, she kind of clocks out at lunch. She's gone. Okay. She's signing on from home at this point. She's gone. She's not in the office. I don't know where she's at, but Qissa, she definitely stays on, you know, a couple of hours, just a little longer. She's grabbing you. So I did appreciate the wear time of Qissa. For me personally, if I were still building my collection, neither one of these I would add to my collection. Like, none of them like gave me a, hold on now. Neither one of them did that. To me, both of these are like a step up from Body Splash. And I think that's the best way to put it without aging it. It's like, all right, I don't want to wear a Body Splash, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on like a niche fragrance or a designer fragrance. So that's where I feel like, okay, there's a market and a demographic for this, but I'm just not it. Okay. So I was just like, all right, cool. But if I had to choose between Qissa or Yara, I'm going with Yara, just off the strength that it's a little bit more musky and I can kind of make it grown, you know, by layering, which we gonna do layering combinations. Now, I didn't do a ton of layering combinations because y'all already know I picked up a lot of fragrances recently, so I'm trying to do layering combinations, and y'all know how I get down. But the layering combinations that I did do, first up, Burberry Her. At one point, I want to say these two fragrances were compared to Burberry Her Elixir. Absolutely the fuck not. No. This, to me, is more edible than these two. But with that being said, they're all in this like light pink family. So it was just like, okay, I can layer this on and bring out a little bit more of that creamy, edible strawberry that these two were missing. So I did pair Burberry Her Elixir. You could use the regular Burberry Her too as well. So I was just like, okay, these two are cool. I am a sandalwood kind of girl, so I was like, all right, let me add a little base to it, a little depth. So I decided to layer it with KAYALI Velvet Santal. This one actually worked really well with both of them. Oh gosh, let me put this on only because I freaking love it. So this one has jasmine. It has a little bit of tea. Let me see, cedarwood, sandalwood. So it's the cedarwood sandalwood combination where I was just like, okay, these will probably mesh a little bit more, bring a little bit more to it, a little bit more grown, especially with Yada. I didn't want to bring it to the sweet track, you know? So I was like, all right, let's just make her a little bit more refined, a little bit more elegant. So that combination worked really, really nicely as well. So I was like, okay, we getting somewhere with that. And then another fave, I was like, all right, we gonna drive it to the musk, okay? I just didn't want to make it super sweet. So I was like, you know what? Valaya never lets me down, and she didn't either. Valaya gave me a little bit of that aquatic note, a little bit of musk, a little bit of vanilla, just this hair of it. And this worked really, really well with both of them. So I was like, okay, this makes it a little bit more grown up, something a little bit more my speed, where it's like, okay, I get a little bit of sweetness, I'm a little cute, but you're talking to a grown ass woman, you know? So I really did enjoy those. I also just layered both of these together because obviously that was a simple choice. So yeah, I didn't really play too much with the layering combinations. If you guys do have combinations you think that might, you know, take it to the next level for me, definitely, you already know to do. Drop them in the comment section. Check out some of my other videos and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.